MPL presents Cricbuzz Live. Remember, this is a qualifier. Mumbai Indians win, they go through to the playoffs. Sunrisers win with their 14 points and net run rate. They're almost certain of being in the playoffs. Halfway point, and you have no clue who's ahead. Absolutely no idea who's ahead. What we do know, when you look at that score of 162 for 5, is, I'll tell you what it means to the studio in just a moment. Quinton de Kock played half the deliveries, and he scored just 69. You double that, you got 138. So basically, the others have scored quicker than him to get to 162. They had to score quicker than him. De Kock looked like he wanted to score runs. The intent is great, but after a while, intent has to translate into runs. And so they finished with 162 for 5. I think it was the spinners. Nabi 4 overs 24, Rashid 4 overs 21. Now, is there something in the track? The three people in this room have seen a lot of cricket at the 1KD stadium. And we thought if it's a proper 1KD wicket, we will get scores of 182, 190, 200.
Optimist 200.
Now, there could be only two reasons why the Mumbai Indians only made 162. One is that the track is much slower than we thought it was and batting is difficult. The second is that someone just had a bad day and ate up deliveries for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
I would go with the latter. Is that the right way to put it?
Yes.
The latter, and let's look at it from one more point. Normally we have two halves of a game. You see first 10 overs and you see the next 10 overs. In this case, there's one man who played one half
of the entire
in the first over, because you normally get 70, 75, 80 in the first 10 overs, and then in the next 10 overs in Mumbai, Bangalore, Calcutta, you get many more runs. But you can only get them if you have the guys who are supposed to play like that come in, and he happened to play.
You're 9 wickets in hand of the halfway mark.
And it happens. I mean, sitting here, it always looks easy, and it can happen. But I'm surprised that the Mumbai let it happen till the end, because they'd lost one wicket around the 10th over when we came, and then from there on, either somebody had to go, but.
Yeah, and also that is a very telling stat between the 7th and the 15th overs here. But Quinton de Kock hit a 4 in the 10th over, if I remember right. He hit a 6 in the 10th over, and then he didn't hit another boundary till the 17th over. And that's a huge amount of time.
He's a set batsman.
Yeah, set batsman. You've already done the hard work. You've got yourself in. It's a doozy of a pitch. Whoever's batted there, when Rohit Sharma was going, it looked beautiful. That means basically what he's done is, maybe because he's insecure or he's not sure of, because he never looked, all the other batsmen looked good. He didn't look good, but he made, it's sad when the guy who's not supposed to be the hero sort of survives till the end, everyone else pops it, so he's sort of the unlikely hero of the team.
I'll tell you how he batted from a purely, I mean, some of you play gully cricket or school cricket will recognize this. You play like that, your PT sir tells you, change your bat tomorrow, this bat is no good. Because you're putting a lot of power and taking singles to mid-wicket.
Yeah.
Just to confirm Joy's point before I come to you, just looking at the numbers, you said he got in the 10th over, he hit a 6. We checked at the 17 over mark, there'd been 1 6 and 2 4s in 7 overs.
Yeah.
And 2 of those came from Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, and what surprised me even more than that is when they lost that second wicket, who walks in? Yeah. And then, so first...
I lost that bet.
No.
I lost that bet. I said, Kyron Pollard, Ajay, Jadeja said, just you watch Evan Lewis will walk in.
I'm saying even before that. So even when Surya Kumar walked in, you could see. So you get a feeling from Mumbai's point of view, I mean, watching it on TV, that throughout that game, they didn't feel they were behind. So maybe we are all reading it wrong.
So maybe they think 160 is all right.
So obviously because they think like that, that's why they go. See, one is what happens. You try and hit a shot, it doesn't come right, or you bowl a ball, it doesn't come right. But you could see it at every stage when those wickets fell. The guy walking in next wasn't their most explosive player. So nowhere did they feel that they were in comfort zone, that they can go for it. Maybe the hangover from the last game is still carried on. Yeah. The KKR win or the loss for Mumbai Indians has dented them so badly that even at the end they were thinking, somebody has to hold the innings together, and that's what exactly Quinton de Kock did for
them. My theory is that they always feel that their best batsman has to be the next one, not the one in the middle. It's always the next batsman. Abhi to Pollard hai na, abhi to Pandya hai na. And I think that's strange.
Abhi bhi Kurnal hai
na, wo bichara kitna ball khel saka. No, but the point of it is everyone else is striking at that rate. Evan Lewis, you send him in. It doesn't require, a blind man would say the next over will be Nabi, to a left-hander now. 2 left-handers are batting. And what does he do? He eats up 5 balls. Yeah. On the 5th ball, he decides to take a risk.
Yeah, where does he come from?
Yeah.
The place he comes from, the ball comes on. They play these big flamboyant shots. Now suddenly the ball's not coming. They're not trained to play spin. I actually thought Pollard would come in at 4 and Hardik at 5. Now, if you look at those 162 runs, 18 of those were the most fluent runs of all, and they came from Hardik Pandya. He just looked. So, in fact, I asked Ajay when Hardik Pandya was batting, I said, am I seeing the pitch wrong? Because now the pitch seems fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the pitch spin.
I mean, that 6 that he hit was a pickup shot, right?
Yeah, he hit one.
Balls, yeah.
He picked one to flake. Yeah. Then he went on the front foot in short of a length. He hit it past the cover and mid off. So the ball's coming on. And look at the wickets. Where did the wickets fall? Starting from the first one. Rohit Sharma trying to pull. Beaten by pace. So it can't be slow. It's quicker than whatever he anticipated. Next guy, Surya Kumar Yadav, tries to slice it. Where does it go? Deep point. So it can't be a slower one. It's gone all the way there. Lewis, I won't count, leave that because, he's a different player. So every occasion or incident that we saw didn't give me a hint that the ball is not coming on. Yes, Nabi bowled it slower, so obviously it'll come slower. He didn't dart than him, and nobody got after him.
So Surya Kumar Yadav has said that given the start we got, we could have got 10 or 15 runs more, but it is a bit sticky.
Well, it didn't look like he was sticky when even he was batting, and that's the thing. It didn't look sticky when Pandya was batting. Certainly didn't look sticky when Rohit was batting. Of course, that was right at the start of the innings, but that's the point. It just doesn't look. It doesn't look like the kind of pitch Mumbai or at least Quinton de Kock played it like. That's
one of the problems Mumbai has. Who was their anchor player today? Quinton de Kock. But who's the player who's been struggling? Now, if you look at the last 3 seasons he's had, and I've always maintained Rohit Sharma is a far better 50-over player than he is a 20-over player. I think last 2 seasons he got 313 one season
286.
and 286. He got 330 when they won the league. That means he got 17 games. He's in a 14 game season he got 280. This year he hasn't. He's just gone past 300, I think. So their main match winner is. He's not delivering. Is he the main match winner? Is his 20-over form a concern? Or are we saying, look, he's not a great 20-overs cricketer. He's a far, far better 50-overs cricketer.
No, of course he's sorry.
Sorry, go on.
No, of course he's a great, one of the greatest one-day cricketers that we've seen. And I don't think there's any shortcoming in the game of Rohit Sharma that he can't be a 20-over cricketer. Maybe, if he's batting at 4 and 5, that's a different story. But when he opens the innings, it's just that he hasn't had a good year. And there are 2 ways. How do I look? Is he out of form? Out of form is something that he's struggling. So till the ball that he gets out, he's looking all right throughout. And it's not even that they're chasing a big score or the plan was something different. So, but I would not go to the extent looking at saying, look, 20 overs. Because let me look at any other opener in India who's playing in this IPL. Who's done better? Maybe Parthiv Patel. So if
KL Rahul has done all right, but again, KL Rahul is playing deliveries. His strike rate is down. He's playing deliveries.
And KL Rahul also in the last match cost his team. If you remember, he had that huge. Remember?
Wow. He's listening to himself again. Joy Bhattacharjya is listening to his own.
No, KL just called you. He said, "What do you mean I got the game?"
because KL Rahul was asked in the press conference, people are saying that you're using up deliveries, that you're only scoring at the end, not the beginning. Yeah. He said you can't score a 20-ball 50 every day, which is true. You can't score a 20-ball 50 every day. But clearly, either he's been given that role where he's just been told, look, you're the anchor. I don't know if anchors exist in T20 cricket, but it's giving him the delivery. So I actually think he may not have done that well for Kings 11, but this form is very good for India at the World Cup. He's getting a lot of deliveries to play.
But will he get to play in the World Cup? Yeah, where does he play? Is he going to open a 4?
Yeah, who knows?
The famous number 4. Who knows who plays at number 4? I think there's going to be a little X next to it.
The team has been announced. We know who's going to be number 4, but we still think we're searching for number 4.
Who's going to be number 4?
Vijay Shankar's going to be number 4, isn't he?
Look, but
we've got a number 6.
We've started with captain. There was a number 4. They've changed. The all-rounders have changed. Still a month away. What captain does when he gets there, we'll know then.
I think there's a number 4 is also, seriously, I think number 4 is the name of a mystery novel by Agatha Christie as well. And there were 4 people and there was a 4th person who was killed. Very early Agatha Christie. And I think since then it's been a mystery.
Who's that for the number 4? Right. Now let's see if the score can be good enough. Let's look down that Sunrisers Hyderabad batting lineup. Now, remember, no Warner, no Bairstow. All of a sudden, you're starting with 2 big holes there. Can Guptill and Saha fill that spot? If they fill half the spot, that's still good enough. Who is the person here who's going to play that big innings and take them through to 160.
I think the key is probably Kane Williamson, because when every time you come lower than 160 or 170, then you need one of those solid guys. It's not about 200, 210. So unless you get an explosive start or unless somebody plays explosively.
So Williamson kind of scored, isn't it? Slightly sticky
It's perfect
surface,
for that side.
yeah.
Perfect. I mean, and plus at the top you got Guptill, who's we haven't seen him this year. He hasn't had great, So if he fires, that's a bonus. Same is with Saha. He can, be solid at the top or go. But after that, everybody, Manish Pandey is also happy at 160. Vijay Shankar is happy at 160. Then at 160, even Bhuvneshwar Kumar comes in. I hope, if that stage comes too early, then it's a different story. But they all are capable. So I see.
Interestingly, on this total, I'd probably like to see Williamson walking out with Guptill, not taking a chance with Saha. Because really, you don't need to do that. Give Williamson the number of balls he played. Then what happens is also Manish comes in at his natural number 3.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're playing Manish at number 3, you're playing Williamson at 4, which is a bit low for him, I think.
Yes.
And why do you need to take a chance with Ridhiman Saha on a pitch like this? It's a 160 score. It's not 190, 200. You need a kamikaze opener who's going to go at 200, 200, 220.
Yeah, they bet a lot together. They play 1 and 3 for New Zealand, Guptill and Williamson.
So get them to open, put Manish at 3 and say, okay, you guys have to do the job.
Because, like he said, with Saha, it's a risk that you're taking. But if you don't play him here, then where do you play him at 7? At 7,
So my point is, he shouldn't come to the game at all.
I'm saying
opens.
You know the target now.
Yeah.
If, say, like Mumbai was 70 plus for 10 overs, 1 down.
Yeah.
If they're 71 or 70, even 70 for 1, do you think there's any chance that Mumbai can come back from there? It's happened in cricket. It happened.
I mean, the last time they played, Mumbai made 136 and won by 40. Yeah. But it's a different game.
It's a different game. And,
different game. So you're saying, let's look at your theory. Williamson and Guptill open. Manish Pandey 3.
Vijay Shankar number 4.
Vijay Shankar 4. And now Nabi 5.
So I'm
Rashid
saying,
6,
yeah,
Nabi 5,
then depending
Saha
on
6, Rashid
then
7.
depending on how close you are. Abhishek Sharma is there.
Abhishek Sharma.
Yeah. So.
See, it's a decent batting. And what I'm saying is, give your best batsman the chance to complete this match. This is a good pitch. It's not a treacherous pitch. And if it is even getting a bit sticky, you'd reckon it's little less sticky when the ball is newer. So give your best batsman the opportunity.
Let's leave the last word for Ajay. Will they get them?
I think they will.
Gettable? Will they get them?
I mean, I'm the biggest Mumbai Indian fans, but even I can't.
You're an analyst. You're not a fan.
No, so I see Sunrisers get them easily, if not easily, not even trouble.
Okay, I'll go with what Surya Kumar Yadav said. It's a bit sticky, he said. So let's see if it remains sticky and there's no dew, then batting might get difficult. We don't know if there's dew, but if it does get sticky, then I think Mumbai Indians have a chance here. Let's see. Somebody's got to win the MPL Super Couch, right? after a performance in the first inning. Okay, we'll be back at the 10-over mark with the MPL presents the Cricbuzz Combox, and then we'll come back at the end of the day and we'll tell you whom we believe certainly that there's one qualifier. We'll discover who that is.